The boy stood alone at the edge of the schoolyard, clutching his torn backpack and blinking through the sting of tears. His right eye was swollen and purple, a bruise that told a story no child should ever have to explain. Around him, other kids laughed, shouted, and ran, living in a world he no longer felt part of. He had learned to shrink himself into silence, to pretend that pain was normal, that fear was home. But that day, something inside him broke. He looked up at the rumble of distant engines, deep, thunderous, and powerful, and made a decision that would change not just his life, but the lives of everyone who heard his story. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the power of compassion to heal the world, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Your support helps stories like this reach hearts that need hope. That morning had started like every other for 7-year-old Liam. His mother left early for work, her tired eyes hiding the sadness she carried for years. His father had disappeared long ago, leaving nothing but a trail of broken promises and angry memories. At school, the bullies didn't see a boy, they saw a target. They cornered him near the fence, threw his lunch in the mud, and one of them punched him when he tried to speak. The teacher didn't notice. Nobody ever did. When he walked home that day, blood dried under his eye, he saw a group of bikers at a diner near the intersection. Rough, loud men wearing black leather vests that read Hell's Angels. Most people would have crossed the street. Liam didn't. He felt something different, strength, unity, protection, the kind he had never known. He stood there, trembling, watching their laughter and brotherhood. And then, with all the courage a broken little boy could gather, he walked closer. The biggest biker noticed him first. "Hey, little man," he said with a deep voice that was more curious than harsh. "You lost?" Liam shook his head. He looked up at them, his voice barely above a whisper, and said words that froze every man in their tracks. Can one of you be my dad?" Silence. The engines quieted. Cigarettes dropped. The air itself seemed to stop. One biker took a step forward, looking into the boy's bruised face. They weren't used to moments like this. They were used to roaring roads, not broken hearts. The boy's words hit something deep within them, something human, something raw. They learned that his father had abandoned him, that his mother worked nights, that bullies had made his life a nightmare. They didn't know what to say. But they knew one thing: no child should ever have to beg for love. So the next day, they made a plan. At 8:15 the following morning, the sleepy neighborhood shook with the thunder of 27 motorcycles. Chrome gleamed under the sun, engines roared like rolling thunder, and leather jackets shined with a patch of the Hell's Angels. When the school bell rang, every kid turned to look as the roar grew louder. Teachers peeked out the windows, confused and a little nervous. Then the bikes stopped, lining up perfectly along the school's curb. Out stepped the same men Liam had met the day before, each one wearing a serious look. In the middle of them stood Liam, holding the hand of the man he now called Tank, a biker with tattoos up his arms and the gentlest heart in the group. The playground fell silent. The bullies froze. The teachers whispered, and then one of the bikers stepped forward and spoke loud enough for everyone to hear. "Nobody touches this kid again. He's got a family now." From that day, everything changed. Liam wasn't just another quiet boy with a black eye. He became the kid with the bikers. Every morning, one or two of them would ride by his house, rev their engines and wave at him. They helped him with his homework, fixed his bike, and showed up at his school events. They didn't have fancy cars or clean pasts, but they had hearts that understood pain, and they knew how to protect. One of their own. Tank especially grew close to him. He'd lost his own son years ago in an accident and had lived with guilt and loneliness ever since. But with Liam, something inside him healed. The boy gave him purpose, the man gave him safety. They would sit for hours on Tank's porch, eating ice cream, talking about dreams, bikes, and life. Slowly, Liam's world began to shine again. His grades improved, his smile returned. The bruises faded, not just from his skin, but from his spirit. Months passed, and the story of the biker guardians spread through town. Some called them heroes, others troublemakers, but they didn't care. They weren't doing it for headlines. They were doing it for a boy who had believed in them when nobody else did. And then one day something beautiful happened. During a school assembly, when the principal asked students to talk about people who inspired them, Liam stood up. His voice shook, but he spoke from his heart. "I used to think dads were people who hurt you or left you," he said softly, "but now I know a dad can be anyone who protects you, believes in you, and shows up when you need them." He paused, looking toward the open doors at the back of the hall, where 27 bikers stood, arms crossed, smiling proudly. "So yeah," Liam said, smiling through tears, "I have 27 dads." The room erupted in applause. Teachers cried. Even the bullies couldn't look him in the eye. That day, something powerful shifted, not just for Liam, but for everyone who witnessed it. They realized that love doesn't have to fit a mold. Family isn't about blood, it's about showing up. After the assembly, Tank crouched down and hugged him tight. "You'll never be alone again, kid," he said, voice trembling, "not as long as we're around." And he meant it. They celebrated birthdays together, fixed his mom's car, and even helped her move into a safer home. They became more than protectors. They became family. Sometimes, late at night, Liam would sit by his window and hear the distant rumble of a motorcycle passing by. It made him feel safe, knowing someone out there was watching over him. The fear that once lived in his heart had been replaced by something far stronger, hope. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. Every click helps remind the world that kindness still exists, and that sometimes the people we least expect become the ones who save us. Before you scroll away, drop a comment below with one word that describes how this story made you feel. Your words matter more than you think. Because sometimes it only takes one act of compassion to change a life forever. And for one little boy with a black eye, that act came on the roar of 27 motorcycles.